Welcome back to Spectrum Sync. Today's episode is a bit different. We're diving deep into the future of Wi-Fi, and I mean really deep. You've probably heard about things like Wi-Fi 6 or maybe even Wi-Fi 7, but we're going to take a closer look at what's behind those numbers. I'm talking next-level tech that's about to change the way we experience wireless internet. So grab your snacks, buckle up, and get ready for a breakdown of the most exciting Wi-Fi advancements you didn't even know you needed. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to be wondering how you ever lived without these future updates. Alright, let's kick this off with Wi-Fi 7, the first big step into the future of wireless networks. If you thought Wi-Fi 6 was fast, just wait until you hear what Wi-Fi 7 is bringing to the table. Wi-Fi 7, also known by its technical name, 802.11be, is going to be a game changer. First things first, speed. With Wi-Fi 6, we saw speeds up to about 9.6 gigabytes per second, which is already mind-blowing for most of us. But Wi-Fi 7 is expected to deliver speeds of up to a staggering 46 gigabytes per second. That's nearly 4 times faster. Now, before you think, okay, cool, but when am I ever going to need 46 gigabytes per second? Think about the world we're moving into. Ultra HD streaming, cloud gaming, massive file transfers, and the rise of 8K video. All of these will run smoother with Wi-Fi 7. And that's not all. It's not just about speed, it's about low latency and high reliability. So let's break down one of the coolest features Wi-Fi 7 is bringing to the party: multi-link operation, or MLO for short. Most Wi-Fi devices today connect to a single frequency band, whether that's 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, or with newer devices, 6 GHz. MLO means better performance in homes with tons of connected devices or in super busy places like airports and stadiums. So yeah, no more fighting with everyone's Netflix binge for a decent connection. Wi-Fi 7, though, lets your device connect to multiple bands at the same time. It's like adding extra lanes on a highway to reduce traffic jams. Here's how it works. By allowing your device to use several bands at once, Wi-Fi 7 makes sure that if one frequency is crowded, the data just shifts to the less busy ones. It's almost like your Wi-Fi is saying, "No worries, I'll take the fastest route for you." The result? Faster speeds, fewer interruptions, and a much more stable connection even in crowded areas. But it's not just about speed. Wi-Fi 7 is bringing in something that's crucial for things like gaming, video calls, and real-time applications, and that's lower latency. Latency is basically the time it takes for data to travel between your device and the internet. With Wi-Fi 7, this delay is cut down significantly, meaning everything feels faster and more responsive. For gamers, that's more money saved on peripherals. For video calls, no more awkward frozen faces. For real-time stuff like remote surgery or VR, this is a huge deal. And speaking of reliability, Wi-Fi 7 is designed to handle even the most crowded environments without skipping a beat. Remember that feeling when you're at a concert or packed event, and your Wi-Fi is like, "Nope, not today"? Yeah, Wi-Fi 7 solves that. It's built to handle tons of devices at once without losing performance. So in summary, Wi-Fi 7 is more than just faster internet. It's the future of how we connect. With multi-band connections, lightning-fast speeds, and low-latency gaming, it's set to make your online experiences smoother and more reliable than ever. It's not just about downloading that movie faster. It's about doing things we couldn't even imagine before. Whether you're a hardcore gamer, a 4K streaming addict, or just someone who hates buffering, Wi-Fi 7 is going to feel like a whole new world. And the best part? It's expected to start rolling out by 2025, so the future is almost here. So, if you thought Wi-Fi was just about getting your devices online, think again. The future of Wi-Fi is way smarter than that. Enter Wi-Fi sensing. It's a technology that takes the Wi-Fi signals already bouncing around your house and turns them into a kind of radar system. Here's the deal. Wi-Fi signals aren't just invisible waves that help you binge-watch Netflix. They actually interact with the objects around them. When these signals hit something, whether it's a wall, a chair, or even a person, they reflect back in different ways. With Wi-Fi sensing, your router can detect these tiny changes in the signal, allowing it to sense motion, movement, and even breathing patterns. So, let's break it down. Your Wi-Fi signal is like a constant stream of waves bouncing around the room. When someone moves, it creates tiny disturbances in these waves. Wi-Fi sensing picks up on these changes, allowing it to detect movement, even if it's subtle, like someone breathing. Pretty wild, right? This opens up all kinds of possibilities for home security, health monitoring, and smart home automation. For example, imagine your Wi-Fi detecting when someone enters a room and automatically turning on the lights. Or it could be used in healthcare to monitor the breathing patterns of elderly people or babies, without needing any wearables or invasive tech. Don't worry though, it's not about spying. It's about using the data your router already collects to create useful, non-invasive insights. Let's talk about how this might actually work in the real world. Home security is one of the obvious use cases. You could set up your Wi-Fi network to detect movement when no one's supposed to be home. If it senses motion, it could trigger an alert to your phone, or even notify your security system. Another cool use is healthcare. Imagine Wi-Fi being able to monitor the breathing or heart rate of someone in their home, without the need for any extra devices. No cameras, no wearables, just the Wi-Fi waves that are already there. This could be a game changer for monitoring the elderly, people with health issues, or even sleep patterns. You don't need to wear anything or set up complicated sensors. Your Wi-Fi just knows what's happening in the room. Now, you might be thinking, we already have security cameras and motion detectors. What's so different about Wi-Fi sensing? Well, here's the thing. Wi-Fi sensing doesn't rely on cameras or any visual input, so it's great for privacy. There are no lenses watching you, no microphones recording anything. It's all done through the invisible Wi-Fi waves. And unlike infrared or other motion sensors that have a limited range or can't detect through walls, Wi-Fi sensing can work across multiple rooms, through walls, and even sense movements as subtle as someone breathing.
That's right, you can't hide from your Wi-Fi anymore.
Now let's look at the future. Smart homes are going to get even smarter with Wi-Fi sensing. Imagine walking through your house, and your lights turn on automatically. The thermostat adjusts to your presence. And even your music follows you from room to room, all without lifting a finger. Wi-Fi sensing can detect when you're in a room, and make adjustments to create the perfect environment. It's like living in a sci-fi movie. But it's not just about convenience. There's real potential in emergency situations too. For example, if someone falls or is injured, the system could detect it and alert emergency services. You wouldn't need a wearable device or a panic button. The Wi-Fi would already know something's wrong. So, to sum it up, Wi-Fi sensing isn't just about faster internet. It's about taking the signals we already have in our homes and using them for motion detection, health monitoring, and smart automation. It's a new frontier in how we interact with the technology around us. And honestly, it's kind of amazing how much we can do with something as simple as Wi-Fi waves. And the best part? This technology is already being developed, so it's not some distant future. It's coming soon to a router near you. Alright, now let's talk about something that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. Li-Fi. Unlike Wi-Fi, which uses radio waves, Li-Fi transmits data using light. Yep, you heard that right. Your light bulbs could one day be beaming your internet straight to your devices. Li-Fi, short for light fidelity, uses visible light to transmit data, which opens up a whole new world of possibilities for wireless communication. Think about it. Light travels way faster than radio waves, and because it's such a dense medium, it can carry huge amounts of data. Under the right conditions, Li-Fi can reach speeds of up to 224 gigabytes per second. That's insanely fast. So, we're talking about downloading entire movies or backing up your cloud data in seconds. And because light doesn't travel through walls, Li-Fi is super secure. No one outside your room can hack your signal because they can't see the light, literally. Let's break down how this works. Li-Fi uses LED light bulbs, which are equipped with special technology that modulates the light. Essentially, the light turns on and off at incredibly fast speeds, way faster than the human eye can see. Each on-off flicker represents a bit of data. Your device then reads these flickers and turns them into usable internet data. This is where Li-Fi really shines, pun intended. It can transmit data at lightning speeds because light has such a high frequency. And since LED lights are everywhere, think streetlights, offices, homes, Li-Fi could be set up in all sorts of places. And because the light is contained in a room or area, there's way less interference than with Wi-Fi, making Li-Fi ideal for places like hospitals, airplanes, or anywhere radio frequencies might mess with other sensitive equipment. So, what makes Li-Fi better or different from Wi-Fi? Let's go over a few key points. Speed. As I mentioned earlier, Li-Fi has the potential to hit speeds of 224 gigabytes per second. That's a huge leap from even the fastest Wi-Fi speeds. Security. Because light doesn't pass through walls, Li-Fi is naturally more secure. You're not broadcasting your internet signal to your neighbors or anyone outside the room. No interference. In places where radio waves can interfere with sensitive equipment, like hospitals or airplanes, Li-Fi can step in and offer a super fast, non-intrusive alternative. Capacity. Since visible light is less crowded than the radio spectrum, Li-Fi can support more devices without slowing down. No more fighting for bandwidth with everyone on your street. Of course, Li-Fi isn't perfect. One of the biggest limitations is that it doesn't work through walls. If you move out of the room or the light gets blocked, you lose the connection. So it's not replacing Wi-Fi just yet. It's more like a complementary technology. Wi-Fi will still be the go-to for whole home coverage, but Li-Fi could be the secret weapon for certain places where speed and security are key. Yep, no hiding in the shadows with Li-Fi. So where might we see Li-Fi first? Offices, for one. Imagine an office building where every desk has its own high-speed Li-Fi connection beaming down from overhead lights. There's no congestion, no lag, and no interference from other networks. It's like each person gets their own private high-speed lane. And then there's air travel. Li-Fi could be a game changer in planes, where radio signals often interfere with the equipment. Instead, the cabin lights would be the source of your internet. Fast speeds, no interference, and, if you're lucky, no more buffering when you're trying to stream a movie at 30,000 feet. But it doesn't stop there. Imagine smart cities where Li-Fi is integrated into streetlights, traffic signals, and public buildings. You could be walking down the street and staying connected with blazing speeds, just from the streetlights. No more searching for public Wi-Fi or using up your mobile data. And the best part? Li-Fi doesn't add any new clutter to our cities. We already have the lights. We're just adding data to them. Talk about efficient use of technology, right? So, while Li-Fi won't be replacing Wi-Fi anytime soon, it's definitely going to play a huge role in the future of wireless communication. Whether it's boosting speeds in offices, improving in-flight internet, or powering smart cities, Li-Fi is going to light up our world in more ways than one. It's not science fiction anymore. It's real, and it's coming soon to a light bulb near you. So, we've covered some seriously futuristic stuff so far. Crazy fast Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi that can sense your every move, and light bulbs that beam internet to your devices. But let's talk about something a bit more down to earth. Battery-friendly Wi-Fi. You know all those smart gadgets you have around your house? Your smart speaker, thermostat, security cameras, wearables? They're all great, but let's be real, they drain batteries fast. Wouldn't it be great if your smart home didn't need to be plugged in every 5 minutes? Well, good news. Future Wi-Fi technology is focusing on making sure these devices can run on ultra-low power. So, how does this magic work? Well, future Wi-Fi standards are introducing something called Target Wake Time, or TWT. This allows IoT devices to sleep most of the time and only wake up when they need to send or receive data. Imagine your smart thermostat only pinging the network once every few minutes instead of staying connected constantly. This makes a huge difference in battery life. TWT works by scheduling these data transmissions, so instead of your devices constantly sucking power, they're only active when they need to be. It's like putting your device on a power-saving diet. Let's dive into why this is so important. As our homes get smarter, we're filling them with Internet of Things, IoT devices. That's everything from smart locks and security cameras to motion sensors, light bulbs, and wearables. These devices don't need high-bandwidth Wi-Fi like your phone or laptop, but they do need a reliable, long-lasting connection that doesn't eat up their battery. With battery-friendly Wi-Fi, these devices can run on small batteries for months, or even years, without needing to be recharged or replaced. This makes smart homes much more practical because, let's face it, no one wants to be changing the batteries in their smart lock every week. So, where are we going to see this in action? Imagine your smart doorbell or security camera running for months without needing a recharge. Or your smart sensors, the ones that detect motion, temperature, or humidity, being able to work for years on a single battery. That's the kind of longevity we're talking about with low-power Wi-Fi. This is a huge improvement for the Internet of Things. It means less maintenance, fewer headaches, and smarter homes that just work. But it's not just about smart homes. Think about wearables. Right now, your fitness tracker or smartwatch might need to be charged every night or every few days. With low-power Wi-Fi, these devices could run for weeks or even months on a single charge. Your health tracker could monitor your vitals continuously, without needing to be plugged in all the time. Low-power Wi-Fi will make wearable tech way more practical for things like health monitoring. Imagine a wearable that tracks your heart rate, sleep patterns, or even blood glucose levels, continuously, without needing constant recharging. That's a game changer for healthcare and fitness tech. And this isn't just about homes and wearables. This tech is going to have a big impact on smart cities and industrial IoT as well. Imagine smart sensors on city infrastructure, like traffic lights, street lights, or parking meters, that can run for years without needing maintenance. Or imagine a factory where every machine and sensor is connected via low-power Wi-Fi, running efficiently without constant battery replacements. Low-power Wi-Fi could be a game-changer for city planning and large-scale infrastructure, reducing the cost and hassle of keeping everything powered and connected. So, in the future, battery-friendly Wi-Fi is going to make our smart homes, wearables, and even smart cities run more efficiently. It's not the flashiest Wi-Fi upgrade, but it's one of the most practical. Imagine not having to constantly recharge your devices and having everything run on low power, seamlessly connecting and lasting for months. That's the future we're heading toward, and honestly, I can't wait. From smart homes to industrial IoT, low-power Wi-Fi is about to make life a whole lot easier, and your battery's going to thank you for it. Alright, now let's talk about Wi-Fi 6E, the latest addition to the Wi-Fi family. You've probably heard of Wi-Fi 6, but Wi-Fi 6E takes it up a notch by adding a new 6 GHz spectrum to the mix. So what's the big deal about this new spectrum? Well, let me tell you. It's about to solve a lot of the problems we all face with Wi-Fi today. Right now, most of our Wi-Fi devices are crammed into the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands, and with so many devices connected, phones, laptops, TVs, smart speakers, you start to get congestion. It's like trying to get onto a packed highway during rush hour. But with Wi-Fi 6E, we're opening up a brand new lane, the 6 GHz band. This means more space for devices, faster connections, and way less interference. So what exactly is the 6 GHz band, and why is it such a big deal? The 6 GHz spectrum is basically like a wide-open highway for your Wi-Fi devices. It's a band that hasn't been crowded with other signals like 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz, so your Wi-Fi has way more room to breathe. That means faster speeds, lower latency, and less interference from your neighbor's Wi-Fi or any other devices in your home. Think of it like this. While 2.4 GHz is great for long range but can get crowded, and 5 GHz is faster but has less range, the 6 GHz band gives you the best of both worlds. You get ultra-fast speeds without having to fight for space with all your other devices or your neighbor's Wi-Fi networks. So what does Wi-Fi 6E bring to the table that makes it worth upgrading to? Let's break it down. More bandwidth. With Wi-Fi 6E, you're getting access to up to 1200 MHz of new spectrum in the 6 GHz band. This extra bandwidth means your devices won't have to compete for space, leading to faster connections and more reliable performance. Lower latency. Because the 6 GHz band is less crowded, there's less interference, which leads to lower latency. This is huge for things like gaming, video calls, and streaming, where you need fast real-time responses without delays. Better performance in crowded spaces. Think about airports, concerts, or even office buildings where everyone is trying to connect to the same Wi-Fi network. Wi-Fi 6E helps by reducing congestion, so even in super crowded areas, your connection stays strong. One of the places where Wi-Fi 6E is really going to shine is in smart homes. As more and more devices get connected, smart lights, security cameras, thermostats, and everything else, you need a Wi-Fi network that can handle all of them without slowing down. Wi-Fi 6E provides the bandwidth and speed to ensure all your smart home gadgets work without interfering with each other. That means your smart speaker won't glitch out when you're streaming a movie, and your security camera can run in high definition without hogging all the bandwidth. Let's talk about where Wi-Fi 6E is really going to be a game changer, literally, for gamers and streamers. With the 6 GHz band, you're going to get faster speeds and lower latency, which is crucial for gaming, especially for online multiplayer games where every millisecond counts. For streaming, especially in 4K or even 8K, Wi-Fi 6E offers the kind of speed and bandwidth you need to stream high-definition content without interruptions. So no more buffering right in the middle of that epic gaming moment or movie. Now, one of the coolest things about Wi-Fi 6E is how well it works in crowded environments. Think about when you're at a concert, a sports event, or even a packed office. Right now, you probably have trouble connecting to Wi-Fi, right? That's because all those devices are fighting for the same 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz signals. With Wi-Fi 6E, we've got a whole new spectrum to spread out on, so your connection doesn't slow down, even when you're in a sea of smartphones and laptops. This is going to be a game changer for places like airports, conferences, and concerts. So, to wrap things up, Wi-Fi 6E is all about speed, reliability, and the ability to handle crowded environments. Whether you're a gamer, a streamer, or just someone trying to connect all your smart home devices, the 6 GHz band is going to give you faster speeds and a stronger connection with less interference. It's already rolling out, and over the next few years, you're going to see more and more devices taking advantage of this new spectrum. So if you're thinking about upgrading your Wi-Fi setup, Wi-Fi 6E is the way to go. Let's face it, we've all experienced the frustration of Wi-Fi dead zones. That one room in the house where the Wi-Fi just refuses to work, no matter how close you are to the router. Well, mesh networks have been the go-to solution for this. Instead of relying on a single router to beam Wi-Fi to your entire house, mesh networks use multiple access points that work together to blanket your home in smooth, reliable coverage. Mesh networks are changing the way smart homes work. With all the devices we use today, smart speakers, lights, thermostats, and cameras, mesh networks make sure everything stays connected without hiccups. A good example of this in action is the IKEA DIRIGERA hub. The DIRIGERA hub is IKEA's smart home controller, designed to connect and manage multiple devices like smart lights and speakers. It's a great example of how smart home hubs work hand in hand with mesh networks to make sure your smart devices stay responsive and connected. Systems like this show how affordable smart home technology is becoming more accessible to everyone. While there are many options out there for smart home hubs, the DIRIGERA hub highlights how easy it can be to set up and manage a fully connected home. It's all about creating an ecosystem where your smart home gadgets work seamlessly thanks to the power of mesh networking. But the future of mesh networks is about to get even smarter and more powerful. We're talking about Mesh Networks 2.0, Wi-Fi that knows where you are, adapts to your needs, and keeps you connected everywhere in your home without a single hiccup. With the DIRIGERA hub and Mesh Networks 2.0, smart homes become easier to manage and more reliable, ensuring that your lights, speakers, and other smart devices stay connected without interruptions. So, to wrap things up, Mesh Networks 2.0 are about to make Wi-Fi dead zones a thing of the past. With AI-driven optimization, self-healing capabilities, and the ability to scale to any home size, mesh networks are going to keep you connected wherever you are in your home. Mesh Networks 2.0 aren't just a convenience, they're going to change the way we experience Wi-Fi at home. Systems like the IKEA DIRIGERA hub, along with other smart home controllers, are making it easier than ever to manage and connect all your devices reliably, making the future of smart homes more accessible to everyone. So we've taken a deep dive into the future of Wi-Fi. From supercharged speeds with Wi-Fi 7, to the mind-blowing possibilities of Wi-Fi sensing, to Li-Fi lighting up the way we connect, and of course, smarter mesh networks blanketing your home with seamless coverage. But what does all of this mean for you, for me, and for the world? The thing is, Wi-Fi is no longer just about connecting your phone or laptop. It's about creating a world where everything is interconnected, from your fridge to your car, from smart homes to smart cities. We're talking about Wi-Fi that's faster, more reliable, and smarter than ever before. Let's break it down. Wi-Fi 7 gives us the speed and low latency we need for all the devices and activities that demand more bandwidth. Whether it's gaming, streaming, or just having multiple people on a video call at once, Wi-Fi 7 ensures that everything runs smoothly, even in crowded environments. Then, with Wi-Fi sensing, your network isn't just about data, it's about intelligence. Your Wi-Fi can now monitor your home, track movements, and even help with health monitoring, all without cameras or invasive tech. It's like having an extra set of eyes, but in a way that's private and secure. Now, let's add Li-Fi into the mix. Imagine lights not only illuminating your space, but also giving you ultra-fast internet. No more waiting for downloads, no more lag, just pure speed through the lights in your ceiling. Whether it's a smart office, airplane, or even a smart city, Li-Fi is going to add a whole new layer of connection. And it's not just our homes that are getting smarter. The future of Wi-Fi is going to connect entire cities. We're talking about smart cities where streetlights, traffic signals, and even public transportation are all linked together. Imagine walking through a city where the Wi-Fi is built into the infrastructure, so you're always connected, no matter where you are. No more searching for public Wi-Fi or burning through your mobile data plan. Your city will keep you connected, whether you're working, playing, or commuting. So what does this mean for everyday life? Well, for starters, it means more convenience and less hassle. Your devices will work together more smoothly. Your internet will be faster and more reliable, and your smart home will be smarter without you even noticing. But it's not just about convenience, it's about security too. With the advancements in Wi-Fi security and privacy, like Wi-Fi 6E and Li-Fi, Your connections will be safer, more private, and less prone to interference or hacking. Whether it's in your home, your office, or your city, the future of Wi-Fi is going to keep your data secure while keeping you connected. The future of Wi-Fi isn't just about what's next, it's about what's possible. With Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi sensing, Li-Fi, and battery-friendly IoT, we're looking at a world where the internet isn't just fast, it's everywhere. We're talking smart homes, smart cities, and smart everything, all connected by the most powerful, intelligent, and reliable Wi-Fi networks we've ever seen. And who knows, maybe one day we'll even be streaming Netflix on Mars, thanks to the Wi-Fi advancements we're building today. So here's the big takeaway. The future of Wi-Fi isn't just about faster speeds or more devices. It's about creating a connected world that's smarter, more efficient, and more secure. From your living room to the streets of a smart city, Wi-Fi is going to be the backbone that powers everything. From your living room to the streets of a smart city, Wi-Fi is going to be the backbone that powers everything. And honestly, it's already happening. The technologies we talked about today, Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi sensing, Li-Fi, and Mesh Networks 2.0, are either on the way or already starting to roll out. The future of Wi-Fi is here, and it's going to change the way we live, work, and play. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the future of Wi-Fi. If you're as excited as I am about what's coming, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the world of tech. This is Spectrum Sync, and I'll see you in the connected future.